Welcome to today's edition of I Guess You Missed Science Class. Today we started Lesson 2. So what you are going to need to do is to watch the videos that are attached for the anchoring experience, which is right here. As you watch the videos, I want you to think about these questions, and then after the videos, make sure that you complete that type 1 right there. How is water moving? Why is the water moving? We can see water moving over land, and what are some ways that water might be moving that we can't see. When that is finished, you're going to tackle the lesson question, which is, how might water move into a river or stream? So jot down your thoughts on that, and then in the space here, you're going to draw a model to explain the process that you just wrote about. Next was the vocabulary review. Now when we do vocabulary, we're not going to look up definitions in the dictionary. We're going to write down what our current understanding of those terms would be. So what do we think that means at this moment? Now you're probably not going to know some of these because we're just starting the lesson, but put down what you think it might mean. And again, it's okay if it's wrong. We're just putting down our current understanding. So yesterday we went over reservoir and water system. We said that a reservoir is a place that holds water, and a water system is how water travels or moves. Now, in class, we did a couple of examples just to kind of work on them together. So for elevation and energy driver, somebody thought that elevation meant something up high, so we wrote that down as a good guess. And energy driver, somebody thought that that meant something water powers to give energy. So if you like those, write those down. If you think you have a better definition, put those down. And then go through the rest of these words and see if you can write down what you think those words mean right now. So pause the video and go ahead and write down your best guess. Next, we moved on to the Uncovering Your Ideas section. Now, the first part is Station 1. We did that today. You will not be able to do that, but you can watch the video of what happened and collect the data. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to answer this question. What will happen when water falls on soil? So that's the first part of the scientific method, is asking a question. The second part is to give us your hypothesis, your guess. And we're going to phrase that as, I think that, and then tell us what you think is going to happen when water falls on soil. The procedure is here, so this is what the class did. They went through that step by step. And down here is a model of the soil column. So once you watch the video of what happened, you're going to draw what you see on this model. When you draw your model, you want to make sure that you include water and arrows to show the movement of the water. So if the water is moving up, you would put an arrow going up. If the water is moving down, you'd put an arrow going down. After the video is done, you should record the amount of water that is left and then answer the question, why did water move the way that it did? All right, so we're going to get started with the investigation part. So here is the soil column. The directions say to add 200 milliliters of water, let it go for 60 seconds, and then at the end of 60 seconds, record the amount of water that was left. So I'm going to put the water on just as the students did in class. I'll keep an eye on the timer and you can watch what happens. So here we go. Time starts now. I'm adding 200 milliliters of water. I measured it very carefully. Got about 20 more seconds. All right. So when the time was up, we're going to remove the soil and we're going to record the amount of water that was running through. So we're going to put that into our beaker, and we're going to record that measurement. So record that measurement. Okay. And then here you're going to record the water amount that was left, draw your model of what you saw happening, make sure you add the water and the arrows that show direction of the movement, and answer that question. And you are as caught up as we are today.